Hi folks, welcome back to Zero Time Dilemma. Here we are sitting on what appears to be the final node for all of the teams.
I think this is it.
Yeah.
This is the end. I mean, there's nowhere else where this can really go.
And everyone's together, so...
Yeah, let's see how this plays out. Looks like they're all talking to Delta here.
It does seem a little bit like they're all staring Delta down.
They're like, come on, man. Give us some answers. There's still a lot of things we need to wrap up in these last 4 nodes
Yes,
here.
that is true. Now, I mean, we don't know for sure if it's the final decision or not.
But it was titled Final Decision.
These games have been known to add nodes late into the game.
That's true.
But
that's a very good point. Okay. Good. Yes. Perfect.
I knew it. Looks like the memories we regained are true after all.
All right, everyone's got
The
them.
3 wards.
all 3
were
teams.
all in the same place. Then...
Hello, everybody.
Carlos!
Why? Okay, that's right.
Akane.
That happened.
And Mira and Eric.
Hopefully we'll get an explanation.
That'll be good.
Sean, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so-
Yes.
Carlos. What happened?
Well,
Proof of friendship.
Anyway,
I guess.
what are you guys doing here?
what?
According to the schedule, C team and Q team should both still be asleep.
We took a page out of your book and did what you did. We used the cards to keep the bracelet needle from injecting us.
So, does that mean?
Yeah. I remember everything.
I do too. Junpei and I as well.
Okay, so they did shift.
Over the past few hours, we got back the memories we forgot.
Well, to be more accurate, it's more like we accessed the morphogenetic field and downloaded all of them.
Yep.
Then you have the other history's memories too?
Yes.
CD
Then
team
You're like us.
got them back in a group hug.
Yeah.
C
But
team.
C team had to
Hold up.
had assault and
Eric
punching
and I
and
are different.
Yeah,
God,
Carlos
like-
could have gone a different route. Maybe he should have hugged them and been like, I love you two.
Why did he do
I want to make this work.
Why did he do that?
I don't know, man. It was bad. It was a terrible look, and we're all
Carlos.
embarrassed for him.
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like he is, and also like Junpei and Akane are too. They're
And
like,
also, we as the players are like, we wish we didn't have, like...
we wish that didn't happen.
Yeah, we wish that didn't happen,
God
Carlos.
damn it, Carlos.
Friend.
Yeah. We didn't gain memories from other histories.
We just got told.
Then neither
Yep.
of you got injected?
No, we're the same as Carlos and the others.
I told them. Maybe I'll start from the beginning. First, so I could run the program in the Force Quit box, I accessed the central control computer. Then, I briefly turned off the communication network.
Yep.
That way, I stopped the surveillance cameras from sending any data to Zero. I didn't want Zero to catch on to what we were doing.
And that's when Sean let us in on the truth of what's going on here.
The whole truth.
We went over to the transporter room and picked up 2 cards. Before the injection, we each slipped one between our wrist and bracelet.
Okay. Now you two make sense. But what about you, Sean?
Well, you probably already know, but I'm a robot. Being injected does nothing to me. Then, every time the time limit approached, I was forced to go into sleep mode. Then, my memories from the previous 90 minutes were deleted. I didn't want that to happen, so... You remember me saying I accessed the computer? Well, I hacked my own system too.
Hey.
He said he managed to cancel the forced sleep and delete functions.
Nice.
Powerful.
You can't control my own brain.
What about C-Team then?
We couldn't interrupt the surveillance cameras, so we had to be sneaky instead.
First, Carlos pushed me down and climbed on top of me.
Okay.
What? It was just an act. I was only pretending to do it.
Carlos used that moment to whisper in my ear.
Yeah, you could see her eyes turn.
He
Yeah,
said
her
to
eyes
go to
widened,
the
yeah.
transporter room and grab the cards in there.
But if I just let her go like that, it looks suspicious. So Junpei and I stayed behind to get Zero's undivided attention. I
so upset.
casually
Yeah.
invited Junpei to the power room.
He took off to the power room. Yeah. All
You
right.
can see the result of our conversation.
He had to get the info, like,
You should have told
quietly
me
to
what was up.
Akane.
Yeah,
If I
he
had-
also. Junpei
could
didn't
have
just
figured
beat
it
him.
out.
Like,
That's
You look like you'd be a crap actor.
So wait, pause for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you're right. He could have just hugged them all and be like, "I love
it's
you
like
guys."
group hug. By the way, let's go. Yeah. Yes. I think he probably could have pulled that off.
Well,
This is gonna sound like a really weird, not nitpick even, but one thing that always fascinates me about like these sorts of games is I wonder where the mics are. Because they have to be mic'd, right? It's not just cameras. They have
Right.
to pick up audio too.
because Zero has the audio in his
Yeah.
ear as well, so he has to be hearing this.
So
Yeah.
obviously them getting that close together and whispering worked, which means the mics can't be on their person.
Right. There's got to be like just mics all over the
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
Weird, not even, like I said, not a nitpick. I love trying to think about the logistics of
Yeah,
shit
right.
like this.
And the cameras. Where are all the
Yeah,
cameras?
it's like, where are they hidden? What
Yeah.
are the size of the cameras? You can see physically some
There are,
cameras.
yeah, you can see
yeah.
some of them, like just because Zero wanted to make it clear that they were being watched. But anyway.
Anyway,
yeah.
like I said, stupid
it was
aside.
it was a
But-
weird play, Carlos, but it did
fine,
work.
okay, proof of friendship.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever. It worked.
After that,
We met Akane in the lounge. We hid from the cameras and each got a card from her.
Okay. All right. Okie dokes.
I broke this glass, guys. Will you
sorry,
help me?
Help me pick this up.
Yeah.
confirmation on something. Everyone knows what all happened in the other histories.
So y'all know that I fucked Sigma.
Like,
Even
we
you,
do.
Mira and Eric?
Didn't Eric say so earlier? Sean told us everything.
They don't remember things. They were only
Sean's
told.
like, and in this other timeline.
This other timeline. Oh, well, let me tell you.
Actually, they have to know because it's super relevant.
It's super
Everybody
important.
knows.
They
yeah.
have to know. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
But wait. Why?
Why what?
Why do we know about the other histories?
Oh, Diana.
Well, that's probably.
You want to know?
Hello.
Where you been, old man?
Jeez. Oh, he hasn't been with them in this room.
I guess not.
Ah, shit. He's got the gun.
Q? Or maybe it's actually Zero.
How
You are
about
free
that?
to call me by my given name, which is Delta. There's no need to look so threatening. You were the one who named me, Diana. It doesn't matter. I shall answer your question. Carlos, Kane, Junpei, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. All 6 of you know that you are shifters, correct? Mm-hmm. Think back on your path to this very moment. Did you arrive in this history by following a normal flow of time? No, of course you didn't. You jumped in from another history using your shift abilities. And it wasn't just this once. You have been shifting back and forth many times. From one point in space-time to another. You boldly took chances. much like jumping from one tree branch to another. You have forgotten that fact, perhaps as a result of the medicine, or as one of the side effects of shifting. Regardless, your memories have been kept firmly intact within the morphogenetic field. It is simply that the 6 of you regained the memories of those times. One small trigger, and the levee preventing you from remembering collapsed. Sean is a similar case. However, his thought center is located within the quantum computer, so I suppose it's slightly different from you.
What about me and Mira?
You are both like me, in that we do not have the ability to shift.
Oh. You don't?
Mm-mm. I have another power instead. The power to mind hack.
I hate that phrase.
I don't
Mind hack?
like that.
I don't like the phrase
but-
mind hack.
Okay.
I know what you mean,
I know
but
what he
come up with a
means.
cooler name.
He means
or a less cool name.
Like,
I have the power.
I
I don't
am able
know.
to read other people's minds. I know the thoughts and ideas that go through their heads. That's why I know exactly what Phi is trying to do right now. Step away from that device, Phi.
Then, when we blocked the injection,
I saw through your ruse.
Then why did you...
I wanted all of you to play the final decision game.
The final decision game?
I find human decisions fascinating. More specifically, the world branching that occurs as a result. I already mentioned that I am unable to shift. But after looking inside millions of minds, I learned one thing. There are people in this world with the ability to jump between histories. That shifters exist. Hence, why I know so much about these parallel worlds.
you can see it in all of those
You
minds.
did all
Yeah,
this?
he knows exactly as much as they do.
Because you
Yeah.
were curious?
When a person does something,
Which, to be clear, is not everything, because they don't always remember everything.
Right.
So what he's done is he's helped them facilitate a timeline where they do remember everything
Yes.
forcefully, therefore he knows everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, what he's describing, I hate the phrase mind hack, but what he's describing is just the form of, telepathy that's in 999.
Yeah, he's just accessing
Yeah, he's
all
just an
of the
Esper.
morphogenetic fields.
It's just
Like,
instead of having a partner, he can just connect to anyone.
Yeah.
So he's like Clover, just
can
like
just
an
read-
augmented version of
he
Clover.
can just read minds at any time.
Yeah.
That's really it. Yeah, you're right. He's like an augmented
Yeah.
version of Clover. Yeah. Interesting.
significant. It's difficult to boil the reason down to one word. Their motives are often very complex. It is the same now. To fulfill several objectives, it was necessary to trap all of you in here.
So why did you do it?
You want to know? It is so you give birth to Phi and myself, Diana.
Which she already did.
So she wouldn't have if she wasn't stuck here.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Right.
Phi and
Paradoxes.
I are the children of Diana and Sigma.
Phi is...
Wait. They're children?
November 16th,
Oh,
2029.
interesting.
Phi and I were born in this shelter. This was another history, of course.
I hate these weirdly adult babies.
I know. Their faces.
Yeah.
Shortly after,
Renaissance
the atomic data that makes up our bodies was transported to April 1904. The transporter was located in a German research facility at that time. Our bodies reconstructed and regenerated in the export pods at that facility.
But that would mean you're actually...
So old.
I'm 124.
You're so
You're
old,
You're
man.
joking.
Old.
But Phi is...
A German researcher sent her to 2008. Records indicate that she was part of an experiment.
You're saying Phi jumped back in time from 2029 to the year 1904?
And then ahead.
And then forward again to 2008?
They copied her to
Well, that's
2008.
that would mean that
Technically,
she's a
what
copy.
was sent
Yeah.
both times was simply the
Yeah.
data makeup of Phi's
So I wonder what
body.
happened to original
Yeah.
I heard that in 2008,
Yeah.
the
Facility.
device was being studied in an American facility.
That's when an old couple who were researchers took me in.
So he never. Well, I
We've
guess
gone off topic.
he would have been around with his original sister.
Yeah,
Well, not
that's
original,
why.
the copy sister, because he's a copy.
He's a copy, and then the copy is Phi, but
That's
the
here right
copy
now,
Phi
yeah.
would have
Is
grown up along.
with
so the
Delta.
question is, did Phi just adopt herself? If an old couple took her in, did Phi-
That is quite possible, actually. I kind of like that theory.
one of the major goals. Everything that occurred here helped create Phi and myself. And when I say that, I am including all of the other histories. If I hadn't trapped the group of you here, then Phi and I would have never been born in our current forms.
Your current forms?
Sean, you should already know about epigenetics. You see, environmental factors determine which switches are activated within the genetic code. Reproductive cells are the same. Or perhaps I should say that the reproductive cells are the ones most affected.
Oh, I get it. That's why you made Diana and Sigma play the decision game.
What do you mean?
By backing them into a crisis situation, he caused an epigenetic change within their reproductive cells. I think that's why their children were born with unique powers.
Gold Star.
Interesting.
This is the reason I have
like
my
I need to be able to
mind
be
abilities.
telepathic, so
Phi was affected
I
as
need
well.
to be born
I
here.
need to torture my parents. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, and my sister. I don't think I like Delta.
No, he's kind of a dick.
He's like
He's
kind
a
of
self-centered dick.
Big old dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting reveal, and he ends up leading Free the Soul as well, which is not great. Ah, he's not good.
He's not a great
He's
dude.
not a good dude. Oh man.
You were born a shifter. DT, do you recall what was written on your wall?
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
And rearranging the letters gives you...
No way. What you choose can materialize us.
Okay.
All right.
Our decisions will bring you to life.
That is why the decision games were held.
But why
So
would they...
that the Phi and me, here now, would materialize exactly.
Yeah, how you
the
feeling
way
about
we
this,
are.
Phi?
Beat
No,
up your brother.
Do it.
Okay, so I get why you had to have Diana and Sigma go through life or death decisions. But the rest of us had nothing to do with...
I already told you. My motives are complex.
I can't explain it all to you.
Wait, there's more?
Better fucking explain it all to us. Thank you, bye.
You goddamn old man!
Yeah.
He's gonna mind hack you or shoot you with a gun. Oh yeah, she can super
Oh,
jump.
God.
Ooh!
Okay.
She can do more than shift, you bastard.
She can fly. She's very strong.
Kick.
Even when she's not on the moon, she's very strong. Oh, good. Eric's got the gun.
Oh, great.
It's
Excellent.
over.
Let's just put the gun back in Eric's hand.
You may be right.
What?
Diana, take this. Put it in. Your bluebird, too.
Come on, guys.
It's ready.
Ooh.
Verified. Key items were set. Executing Force Quit program. 10 minutes until explosion.
Tight. Awesome.
Excellent.
Force quit. Force explode.
What?
Oh no!
The hell? What is this?
Oh, great.
Hey, answer me! What's with that announcement?
Must I explain? This shelter will soon explode. You've worked so hard, only to turn on this facility's self-destruct mechanism.
Sean, access the central control computer.
It's no use. Once the Force Quit program has been activated, there is no possible way for you to reverse
Does that mean
it.
Sean dies as well?
Then what can we do?
I mean,
I'll tell you two good things. First, I suggest checking behind the bar counter.
Okay, we'll do that.
No!
Why would you?
Gab.
What?
Gab's been.
Gab?
Did you kill Gab?
Yes, with the shotgun you're holding.
Why'd we have to kill Gab?
There wasn't much life left in him anyway.
Why'd we fucking
You monster!
I never expected to hear that.
Everyone gets
coming
so
from
mad
you,
about the
Sean.
dead dog too, which is also.
So what's the other thing?
Don't blame people. Why was that a
You
good
had
thing?
2 things to tell us.
What?
I have the ability to mind hack,
We already know that.
but I've not told you everything about it. Reading other people's thoughts isn't the only thing I can do with mind
Stop saying
hacking.
mind hacking, old man.
Come
It
on.
only lasts a moment. But I am able to control someone's body as I wish. Like this.
Oop. Was that Eric too? Oh, okay. Oh. Rude. Soup's rude. Great. Super duper rude. But also, he's gone.
I mean,
Why?
now he's not helpful.
No.
but
Yeah,
For real,
exactly.
My finger just...
Mind hacking.
I hate
Stop
the
saying
term.
mind hacking.
Understand now.
Ah, he's still alive.
This is my power. So, let's begin. Your final decision game. You have 2 choices. 1, to stay here and wait to die. The other is... The other...
You better say seek a way out.
Because he didn't say anything, but that would be delightful.
Really funny.
Very on
Hey!
the nose.
What's
but-
the other option?
Seek a way
What's
out.
the other option?
Don't die, I guess.
Well, one option is kill 6 people.
Oh,
But-
get X passes? Ah.
That's one option, I'm just saying.
Oh, man. Well, jeez. I didn't expect this. A force quit, yay!
What should we do?
Unlocks all the doors.
What about the X door?
That would be
And
nice.
how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed.
Yeah.
Or
And
should
Sean-
we start killing each other now?
Technically,
Mira?
one X-Pass
Yeah.
should be on the board. For Q.
True. Because he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I have an idea.
Which is...
I have an idea.
We're going to shift, all of us, together.
Well,
Hey, hold on.
Sucks for those two.
Yeah.
Jumping to another history?
Not these guys.
But Eric and I...
I'm sure it will be fine. Remember what I said? Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Oh, yeah. You said if certain conditions are met, we can also...
What are the conditions?
First, you need to be exposed to danger. And the other one is...
To be in the vicinity of a group of shifters.
Got a whole bunch of them
I
here.
get it. We'll resonate, and then Mira and Eric can...
But which history are we going to jump to?
Yeah, right?
None of the similar histories will work. One team is likely to be dead after the vote.
Is that why... Can you pause it for a second? Is that why this game was so fucking brutal? Like... Because it's so violent. Like, at least... It just felt so much more brutal than the
When
past
you say,
games.
is that why, what do you mean by that?
Like, to create, like, extreme, like, distress situations, like...
I mean, it seems like that's definitely a possibility, considering in the other games, one, maybe two people reach the point where they can shift, and in this game, it's flipping everybody.
That's what it seems like, because if they want... If Delta's wanting everybody to be able to shift...
Yeah.
Like, then everybody needs to experience, like, all of this, like, extreme horror, like just sort of across the board.
Well, and also there are characters in VLR that die or face deathly decisions maybe once.
That's true.
Now, it still sucks for them, but like Tenmyoji and Quark, for instance. Tenmyoji dies when he's chained to the sink that one time.
He does. And he dies in a Radical 6 route as well. The Clover
Yeah,
route.
everyone dies there.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
everyone dies. Yeah.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But for the most part, there are several people that can make it pretty far, pretty safe almost every time.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously in this,
it's
just not
impossible.
an option.
Yeah. Well, I guess it is possible. It's in the route that we're doing right now.
But like, we got to the point where Carlos was negging Eric just so that he could be in a deathly situation quicker. Like,
right.
It's like they got so comfortable with it.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I remember I had commented on that a while ago that like this decision game is so much more brutal than the past games, and it's like, what's the point of that?
It definitely seems like that's a possibility.
Yeah. Still not. You're right. It's still not fully explained, but yeah. Okay.
We can't shift if there are no bodies for us to jump to, right?
Yeah.
Then we need to jump to where all of us are alive.
When we're all alive.
The beginning.
It's even more
Do
specific
you
than
mean
that.
The coin flip? Oh.
The history, where we won the coin toss.
Or the one that we got the very, very first time. That's amazing.
The first ending.
The first ending we got.
Until explosion.
Oh my god. That's the
I'm
whole
not
point
sure
of
I
that
get
being
it all,
there, is that we can
but it's a good
shift
idea.
to it.
Yeah, what are you
Oh
saying?
my god.
There's no way we could do that.
Why not?
Shift isn't simply jumping into bodies in different histories.
Our consciousnesses swap places. Ours for theirs.
We'll be forcing our other selves into these bodies, and they'll die without knowing why.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
What?
Well, they're all living without a care off in another history, yeah? One time, they do the coin toss once and win? Don't you think that's unfair?
Mira, you're saying they, but we're talking about ourselves here.
Well, we should consider if those people really are us.
Good point. If we assume that we here are the true versions, then the us in the other history are essentially strangers.
Even more of a reason not to.
If we shift to that history, then we're tossing the others under the bus to save ourselves.
The us in that history have done nothing wrong. I mean, the only thing they did was win at a coin toss.
You could say the same for us. The only thing we did was lose a coin toss. Even so, we've had to go through so much shit. We've been forced to put our lives on the line.
Besides, aren't the bodies in the other histories ours anyway?
Then why should we second guess ourselves?
Huh.
I actually kind of love this philosophical question.
I do like this a lot. I like this interaction.
We're out of time. I'll say it again. We have two choices. We can stay here and wait for our deaths, or survive by sacrificing our other selves in another history.
So that's what that bastard meant. The final decision game.
Yep.
They can't do it individually, can they? Like,
oh, some of them shift and some of them don't.
Maybe that's why. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So what do you want to do?
I want to shift.
Done.
I didn't even like think about it or anything. Yeah, fuck it. I want to shift. I mean, maybe we can come. Whoa. Maybe we could come back and not shift and see what that does. Oh, hello. Let's do it. Oh man, what we got?
Payoff 2.
The first one was payoff, right? Or was it just? Or was it
I
payoff?
don't remember.
I don't remember. It's so long ago. I mean,
It's also possible by not shifting that would have been payoff, but I don't know. This is probably.
Let's see what we got.
Nevada.
Nevada Desert Decom.
Damn, I can't remember anything.
Me neither.
Neither can I.
Oh shit.
No, they said this last time.
Feels like I made a bet with someone, but
oh right.
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Huh.
Did we all forget what
I'm so
happened?
sorry for all of you.
I feel really bad for
It's
all
not
these
fair.
people.
Could I ask all of you something? Who is this kid?
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Well done.
Thanks. Bye. Thank you for your sacrifice.
It wasn't fair, but honestly, life isn't fair. Is the moral of the
fair.
story.
Indeed. Except it's fair for these guys.
Yeah.
Well, not really fair. It wasn't. Getting them here wasn't very fair. But
That's the culmination of their whole deal.
Yeah. This so no Radical 6? There's no Radical 6.
No Radical 6, yeah.
No Radical 6.
Did we do it?
We're not wearing the bracelets, so I don't know the time. But
Judging by the position of the sun, it's probably noonish.
And the date?
How would I know?
hey, Mira, Eric, do you remember me?
Yeah.
I definitely remember you.
There you guys go.
Right.
And we
Congrats,
really
you're
did.
superheroes.
Oh, must have worked.
Life is unfair.
Hello?
Don't you think?
Oh, jeez. And with Gab!
You bastard.
17 years ago, a snail traveled down a narrow path in the park. If that snail hadn't been there, perhaps all of you here would have lived a completely different life than you did.
It's not the
Just
butterfly
one
effect, it's the
small
snail
snail.
effect.
And everyone's lives, even the world, changed.
So, what's the big deal?
Oh, would you just quit talking nonsense?
Hello, Gab.
Hello, Gab.
I'm so glad you were safe.
Of course we were. You all have shifted in from another history.
Whatever. We gotta call the cops.
And what exactly will that accomplish?
Isn't it obvious? We're throwing you in the slammer.
And my crime?
Murder.
Murder? I see. But I haven't killed anyone. Specifically, in this history, not a single person has died. I strongly doubt the police would listen.
But in the other histories, you...
Did you not pay attention? I don't have the ability to shift. The only reason I know anything of those histories is because I mind-hacked you.
damn it.
In fact, the me you know is a different person than the one before you.
That's not entirely true.
Well, it is
But it is
operating
kind of
under
true.
the same logic that they could kill themselves here because they're different people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Technically.
Charged for killing someone in another history? If so, then I'd say this world would be full of criminals of all kinds.
What about conspiracy to commit?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm betting this history's got a bunch of dangerous machines and gimmicks all over the shelter.
Unfortunately, I have removed them all. You've slept for quite a while. Nothing is left in the shelter. No transporter, no quantum computer. Loaded into a truck and taken away. Sean is able to move right now due to radio signals received from a satellite. Why? Aren't you happy? I say again, in this history, not a single person has died.
Yeah, but...
Phi and I exist, and there will never be an outbreak of Radical 6. There is only a bright future ahead for all of us. Is this not what you'd call a happy end?
You can't. I've had enough of this guy.
But
Yeah.
according to you, all of mankind will die if time passes and nothing is done.
Religious fanatic, a terrorist attack that sparks a nuclear war.
I heard this story. You said you released Radical 6 so that you could kill that person.
The me before you did not say that, but I can't deny it's true.
Radical 6 won't spread throughout the world in this history.
That means that fanatic guy won't die.
Are you kidding me?
So now humans will go extinct?
Hey, where's that happy future you mentioned?
Interesting. Does that make you angry, Phi?
What?
If so, then we have a serious contradiction. I had prepared a future in another history where 2 billion would survive. But yet, you decided to jump to this history. That means you chose a future where humanity goes extinct, over 6 billion dead.
No, you're wrong, Delta. Nothing in the future has been determined yet. We'll shape the future with our own hands.
Huh. You said something I can get behind, Carlos.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay,
Yeah?
me too.
Oh, what?
Mira, you're right. The future has infinite possibilities.
Is this the
If we
final
work
decision?
together, we can accomplish anything.
Humanity's
True.
gonna die out? Screw that.
We'll definitely change that horrible future.
We've got literally infinite chances. Like,
Yeah, right?
That's
Exactly.
the thing. It's like with
What's
this
so
group, they
funny?
can just keep trying.
Yeah.
Just that.
What the hell do you mean?
I'm sure I told you in another history that my motives are complex. Imagine, what if none of you had experienced the events that occurred in the shelter? You're so determined now to change the future. One of the goals of all of this was to get you into that frame of mind. It's all going according to plan, without a single casualty. I created a future where mankind will be saved. Does that upset you? Are you angry that your life was played with? Very well. I will give all of you one last choice.
Man, gun train to the end.
I think it may have finally reached the station.
With that gun there, you will be able to choose whether to kill me now or allow me to leave. I promise I won't use mind hacking on you. You are free to decide.
Well, what are you gonna do when you leave?
Which shall it be? Pull the trigger or let me go. The fates of you, me, and mankind are all on the line.
Why is mankind on the line?
This is the decision game.
Why is mankind on the line as well? Thought we saved mankind. Oh, well, we're going to attempt to, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the end? Oh, is that the end? Is that truly the end? I'm gonna I hear
What a douchebag! I hate that guy.
I really don't like him.
I hate him
all.
so much. Like, yeah, good for you. And admittedly, we reached the same conclusion. We're like, yeah, these folks, they'll be able to track down one dude.
Totally. They can absolutely do it.
But like,
they have as many chances as they need.
Yeah.
I kind of like that end. Like, you don't need to see that final decision.
Yeah, I like that the final decision is not yours. It's
theirs.
Carlos's.
Yeah. Or yeah, technically.
Yeah,
it's
all of theirs. Okay, so I'm gonna ask the question. Gab.
Yeah, what the Gab? What about Gab?
What do you think Gab's deal was?
I don't know.
Okay.
Other than being a support dog. Hey, Matt Mercer. I just looked at... I don't... Why'd he kill Gab? Like, what?
So...
What is Gab?
I kind of thought this was explicit in the game, so I'm gonna actually wait to see what happens after
if they show something.
The credits, I can't skip. It's the first credits we can't skip. Hey, Katara Uchikoshi, you rock, dude.
Good game.
Just like in general, you rock. I really like you a lot.
Thank you, Uchikoshi, for making incredible fucking games. Oh
yeah,
my
all
God.
the way through. We've been like angsting a bit about the fact that this is the last Zero Escape game.
Yeah, we've been saying
and how
that
much
all
we've
day.
enjoyed them.
We were like, oh, we're gonna finish this game. What are we gonna do?
I know.
There's no more.
It's I can't believe how much I enjoy the Zero Escape series, and like it is absolutely wild they managed to actually get all of these done.
I can't believe they got all these games out. And like I said, I am satisfied with that end.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually satisfied with that end because we got what they all wanted.
Yeah, like in the end,
we got what
everyone's goals were accomplished.
Yes.
Akane managed to prevent like the end of the world. She also managed to live, looking back to 999 for a moment.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, Phi and Delta exist. Like, it's not like they don't exist.
Sigma obviously in the end young Sigma gets to jump back into a timeline where he gets to be happy.
Yeah, and
old Sigma gets fucking nothing.
I feel kind of bad for old Sigma.
Yeah, he worked forever.
He worked so hard in this, and now he's just gonna jump back to the apocalypse and be like, well,
yep,
at least I fixed it over there. Like,
but young Sigma gets to live a cool life. He gets to have
he
gets to have a really awkward conversation with Diana, where Diana's like, so here's our kids. I don't know what to tell you.
This one's good. This one's not so good.
You like this one, and Sigma's gonna be like, I do like this one. You're right.
Yeah, I know this one.
Yeah. The other one may or may not be dead. We're not sure. But he doesn't like that one.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I guess Kyle's not a thing in this timeline. Where's Kyle a thing? Is that Gab? Is that really Gab? Is that it? Do we have poor Kyle's consciousness in Gab right now? Because that would be the ultimate twist. Like, what would that even?
We're going to the wiki.
Gene, I swear to God, if you tell me that Gab was actually Kyle, like, because, wait, can that even happen? can't happen. We can't. How? Okay, I'm trying to think back to the conversation we had at the end of VLR with Kyle and Kane. And please drop some.
So the wiki actually is not helping.
About who Gab is? Do you know the answer to this?
I thought Gab was Kyle. I was like 100% sure Gab is Kyle. What? Well, I think this is actually from extra textual stuff. I think Ushikoshi has he's made a joke of the fact that people ask him where Kyle is all the time, and he's like, the answer is before you. And he also said, yeah, so I might be making that up. I don't know. The wiki is not being helpful. I was like 110% sure that Gab was Kyle.
The whole time? Oh, that's cute. It's thanks to the support of our fans that this project was completed. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, Zero Escape staff. Oh. Well, it sucks for Kyle to be a dog.
I'm gonna say Kyle's a dog.
An old dog. Oh, we got CQDN2, the eyeball. Wow. Let's see it. I want to see it up on the board.
There it is.
Yes.
We've done it.
We have done it.
It's beaten. It's done.
What do we do with Kyle Dog?
I mean, we just bring him. Just brings him with us. Maybe he can get his personality out and put it into a man.
Wait a
clone.
minute. Go down.
That's the you stay.
Oh, do you want to see what that is?
Let's do it.
Let's just see. It's a weird final decision.
Is Gab not Kyle? I'm pretty sure Gab's Kyle.
Fuck. Maybe we find out here.
Wait.
My boy. Sigma.
Wait a sec.
What the fuck? Okay, here we go.
Oh, long lead up. Let's go.
This is a very long lead up. Okay, final decision. Time to decide. Should I shift or should I not? Let's not shift. I just want to see what happens here.
No, what? Absolutely.
Interesting. Mostly why they make this decision. Or how they feel about it. Eric's not okay with it.
Mira's totally fine.
Feels nothing.
Alright.
Oh, the good family. Well, or they just blow up.
Yeah, I think they make the decision because they didn't want to kill themselves. That sucks.
That's it. And we explode. I'm guessing...
So I thought that Kyle was... One of the many reasons why I thought Gab was Kyle is because Delta shoots the dog, and I figured that's because they needed to help the dog shift. I'm gonna be real. I don't know where. I really was like, okay, wait a sec. Now we have to go on Reddit and see.
Oh my god. Yeah, that he shoot. Because I was like, why did he shoot the dog? Why did he shoot Gab? I mean, but if it's because Gab is actually Kyle and we need to get Kyle the fuck out of there, can you fucking shift your human consciousness into a dog body? I guess Kyle's a weird one because he doesn't have a body to go to.
Yeah, and so I thought that he went to the dog because...
So does that mean Gab the dog is in Kyle's body?
It does. That is absolutely correct. What the fuck ever? I'm gonna say it's Kyle.
Okay. Well, yeah.
There's no better answer. I'm gonna say it's Kyle.
We've got Kyle with us.
he
as
made
a dog.
He made it in.
Poor dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna die soon because that dog's old.
He's very old. And he's probably gonna die, but maybe his good father will be able to be old Sigma long enough
to love his.
I was gonna say to extract his consciousness.
Oh, okay.
And put it up, maybe in a robot, but also maybe just to give his son love before the end.
I was gonna say that, just maybe a little bit of love.
He did in the other timeline where they gave Gab food all the way to the end.
That's true. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's like, I love you, my son / dog that I care about.
This is the last bit of food I can give you. Oh, well, here's the question: If Gab's body with Kyle's consciousness in it dies of natural old age dog causes, does that mean that Kyle's consciousness shifts back to Kyle body, and then Gab consciousness goes back to dead body and then is dead? So we still...
Yes.
Kyle's still...
I'm gonna
survives.
Yeah.
Because he does have a body waiting for him. So.
I mean, admittedly, Kyle wouldn't need to shift in the first place because old man Sigma is going to snap back to the future and will be able to be with his son.
That's true.
But whatever.
But then, if that's the case, then that just means that Gab the dog was just Gab the dog the whole time, and we just had a dog with us. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think it's Kyle. Anyway.
We're weirdly just stalling because we've reached the end of the game.
I know, I really don't want to be done with this game.
I loved it so much. Did I like ZTD more than the other two? No.
No, ZTD is definitely the weakest of the bunch.
It is.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it for what it is, and I think just the fact that we got it in the first place is pretty remarkable.
I enjoy the fact that we have it. I enjoy the fact that it is a wrap-up for this series.
Yeah.
I enjoy the purpose it serves in wrapping up the series. I don't like Delta. No. I realize as a person.
No, I don't like him. I think he's just an asshole. Like, and admittedly, Brother was always gonna be an asshole.
That's true. I guess they did kind of set that up, like, as Brother being the villain from the start.
Yeah, it also, I mean, like, there's aspects of it that I wish were stronger. There's a lot of writing in this game that's just there to justify things that were said in VLR and not there for plot, which are things like, oh yeah, I did have a half-brother whose name I'm not gonna mention, but, like, I do have one because obviously
that was a plot point in VLR, so we need to call that out.
Exactly, as opposed to having that be like a cool setup for Free the Soul, who like kind of is very loosely established, given that this game doesn't touch on them very much.
Right. I was surprised that this game did not get into Free the Soul more, and like why they were established, why Delta felt like he needed to establish Free the Soul, unless the idea was exactly that, to free the soul in order to free these souls to move them around.
I mean,
ultimately,
I'll buy it. Like, I think what I like about this game is that in order to wrap everything up, they made it very character driven.
Yes.
And we got to really spend a lot of time with some core characters that we've grown to really like over the course of this.
I really liked spending time with Phi and Sigma and Diana with Best Team, and I really liked Carlos. I love
Carlos.
I like him so much.
Even though he made a bad move toward the end, even if it ended up being justified.
It was weird, but it was justified, and everyone was okay with it in the end and was on board, I guess.
And also, I just like him. I like, they don't make a huge deal out of him, but the fact that he, like, chilled and waited for 10 months in order to save Akane and Junpei. Like, he's just such a cool dude.
Clearly, he cares for them so very much. And... yeah, and Akane is still a fascinating, weird, interesting character to me. It was very interesting to me that she was not, like, ultimately pulling the strings in the setup of this. Although she had, like, this was all part of her plan, like, putting her plan in motion.
Yeah, I mean, this was a forced hand for her, it sort of seems. It's like, I don't think she would have been part of this if this wasn't required.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But no, I think, I mean, Akane, across all the games, and I think especially in 999 and VLR, is one of the most fascinating characters I've ever seen. I adore Akane.
Yeah.
I think she's so cool and so cold and so just, like, intensely neat.
It was interesting moving away from her as, not like the villain, or maybe like the antagonist in this game, and just making her just another... part of it. Yeah.
And I mean, it was interesting seeing her without control and seeing sort of where she fails and where she succeeds when she's not, you know, pulling all the strings.
Yeah.
I love Junpei, even when he's in
emo mode.
Yeah, an irreparable just asshole. I really, really like him.
Yeah,
I like
he is an irreparable asshole.
Yeah, but like every iteration of him, I love Tenmyoji.
Yes.
Tenmyoji may be my favorite character in the whole series.
He's so good.
And Junpei from 999 is just like
Junpei from 999. I think is my favorite character. Yeah,
he's so good.
Yeah, he's
one of the greatest protagonists in that game I've ever seen. He's so good,
incredible.
And I really like Sigma. I've liked Sigma's whole arc. I think it's tragic. I think it's allowed to be tragic. I think it's probably the most successful part of this game.
Yeah,
is like
I agree.
Everything with the VLR stuff.
Yep. And they honestly did a really great job of making me really care about Carlos too. Like, of making him the most fleshed out, developed new character in this game. Gotta say, I don't feel a lot for Eric and Mira.
No, I kind of like Mira. There's part of me that just, like, is entertained by her.
I'm curious as to where things stand with her now, because she's still a serial killer.
Yeah.
And she'll
probably go to jail.
I hope we put her in jail. Like, I mean, she doesn't feel a lot, so maybe she'll just be like, okay, well, I had a good run.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. She's interesting. I don't know if I like her. I actively, truly, greatly dislike Eric.
Oh, yeah. No, I think he's... Speaking of irredeemable, I think genuinely what we saw is that when push comes to shove, Eric is just bad. There's nothing in him
and, like,
that defaults to good.
I understand how he got to this place, or like this place, how he got that way through life, like through the experiences he had and like his awful family life, and like I understand like why.
Yeah, but he's abusive to kids,
but he's
and he's super trigger happy, and
that doesn't mean that he's a good person. I'm just saying it's like, yeah, like you can track like a murderer's like family history and point to that and say, oh yeah, that's probably had something to do with this.
Yeah, it's the you know, cool story, still murder type of thing. It's
exactly.
Like I don't like him. I don't like empathize with him, I think, just because the way he takes his rage and uncertainty,
And I don't think there was any point of this to make you sympathize with him, or like empathize. Did I want sympathize?
They tried a little bit, just a little bit, but not enough to where like I get it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I kind of enjoy Mira as a character, and I adore Carlos. I really like Carlos.
Sean.
Yeah, I like Sean too. I think most of my love for Sean comes from his actor, honestly. I think his actor put in 120%.
God, they did amazing.
They showed up and they killed it, because so much of Sean is conveyed through like voice warbles and just sheer emotion, and I really, really enjoy that.
So good. So good. I mean, like, pretty much, like, a lot, like, all the voice acting in this was just really, like, spot on. Like, for the most part, it was, like, pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I really, really liked it. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. No, this is it.
I think we have to be done.
I think so.
I've been Googling, I've been Googling to see, I wanted to confirm that there's not, like, a post-credit.
A post scene where Gab goes, "Bork, bork, Dad!" You're 3 kids.
I don't think there is.
I think we got it all.
Yeah, there isn't. There's something I'm remembering, but I think it's a fan-made comic, so I'll share it with you afterwards. No, I think that's everything, because honestly, I don't think they want to show what happened after Carlos made his decision, because that's in their hands now. We're not a part of it.
That's not part of, like, that's not something that we need to be involved with in making a decision, and I love that, because I was like thinking like, oh god, oh man, do we have to decide now at the very end whether we kill Delta or not? And then we faded to black. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, I genuinely really appreciate that.
Yeah, that was very good.
And it means that us weird 4th or 5th dimensional beings or whatever can get out of their lives.
Yeah, they're like, all right, well,
yeah, they made their termite mounds. They're fine. They can go live their little termite lives.
Yes.
I'm so proud of them.
Oh, good job, my little termites.
Anyway, this has been the Zero Escape series, and this has been Zero Time Dilemma.
Thank you for joining us, you guys. This was just an absolute treat. A wild roller coaster gun train trip, and we have arrived, and
I'm glad to be off the gun train, I think.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, there was a lot of gun train in this one, but I am sad to leave this series behind, but man, was it great. So thank you guys for joining us on this.
Yeah, and see you next time, folks.
See you guys.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to Zero Time Dilemma.
We're back.
We realized pretty much immediately after wrapping the finale that there is sort of an epilogue in-game. In the cinema section of the files tab in the game. Unlocked after you beat the game.
Jeez.
A whole bunch of post-payoff things are unlocked, so we figured we'd go through those and see how the characters end up.
Yeah, I would love... I want to know what has happened with them, so this is really interesting. Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to alternate, like, just we each read one of these as we go through?
That sounds good.
All right, then I'll kick it off.
Cool.
The day is bright and clear. A girl in a white dress strolls along the beach, the wind tossing her long blonde hair playfully. Up until half a year ago, she had been confined to a bed. Carlos's eyes still tear up every time he sees her
they're like
smile.
true little, like,
It's an actual
vignettes.
epilogue. Yep.
Okay.
So she's okay. Come on, Carlos. You don't always have to help me. That's the point of my rehab. Oh, you're right. Sorry, Maria. Carlos brushes her hair out of her face. It's definitely not the summer sun that's making him act out of sorts. It's the fact that his sister is here standing before him. Maria grins up at him. What about Akane and what would Akane and Junpei say if they saw if they saw you being all fussy like this? It's fine. They understand how important you are to me. Both you and Junpei put your lives on the line. That was a different history. But going through that means we know how to treat reverie syndrome. I can't believe we have the ability to jump through space-time. I'm just glad you're able to control it now. It's all because Carlos met Akane and Junpei that Maria were able to recover. He wishes he could show them just how well she's doing. I'll just do all of Carlos because I voice him, and then you can do all of,
that sounds great.
The next ones. You're thinking about them right now, aren't you, Carlos? Why? What makes you say that? Because you're smiling. Carlos closes his eyes as his unconscious smile turns fond. They're just about your age. It kind of feels like I gained a brother and another sister. You are going to their wedding, aren't you? Yeah, and you're coming with me. But there is something Carlos needs to do first. Back when the three of them parted ways. Who was saying this? I'll be waiting to hear word from you when you locate that. I think that's Carlos. I'll be waiting to hear word from you. Huh?
I think that's Maria.
I think it's Carlos. Back when they parted ways. I'll be waiting to hear from you, to hear word from you when you locate that terrorist.
Oh, to Akane and Junpei.
Yeah. Carlos held his right hand out towards Akane and Junpei, and the other two grabbed onto it with their own. There was no way of knowing if Delta was telling the truth, but he was. But if he was, one fanatic would kill off all of humanity. Akane and Junpei vowed to find this person, and Carlos offered to help. He can still feel the strong bond between the three of them, their hands clasped together tightly. I suppose I better get used to talking more before the wedding, huh? I guess he's gonna give a speech.
He's gonna
That's
do
cute.
a speech.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holding her hair out of her face, Maria reaches out to her brother, who takes her hand in his, and they continue walking down the beach. The same blue sky above them stretches over friends Carlos knows he can rely on. I don't know. The same blue sky above them stretches over friends Carlos knows he can rely on. It's that Fifle somewhere out there beneath the same blue sky song.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Aw,
Maria,
really
they
cute.
were able to cure Maria. They didn't need the insurance money. They actually were able to cure reverie syndrome.
It sounds like they're able to use their knowledge from shifting and morphogenic fields to pull it. Because why would you need to do anything except that now?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Honestly.
Well, no, but reverie syndrome, all she was doing was shifting over and over.
She was just stuck
so they just were like,
shifting.
stop that.
Yeah.
And she said, okay.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm glad.
She was basically just on a roulette, right? Just shifting and shifting and shifting.
Yeah. And never in one place long enough to where,
Whoa, that would be horrifying. Can you imagine that?
No, I mean,
Jesus.
yeah, no, I can't. It'd be absolute hell.
Terrible.
Yeah.
All right, Akane and Junpei won. Okay. Do you want to read for?
Sure, I'll read for
Junpei's
Junpei.
lines?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Junpei sits upon a white sofa somewhere within the secret location of Crash Keys, twiddling a pen and sighing.
What else should I say?
Lying on the table in front of him is a half-written letter. Suddenly, Akane pops up behind him. What are you doing, Junpei? She playfully teases. Junpei dives for the letter, but she snatches it from his fingers and begins reading. Let's see. Carlos, without you, Akane and I would have never gotten together. Thank you. Is this an invitation to the wedding?
No, it most definitely is not.
He makes a grab for the paper, but Akane quickly moves out of his reach.
It's just a progress report.
Junpei mutters. Maybe I should just read him.
It's okay. This is what we're doing now. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned the wedding, but the date hasn't been set yet. I made a promise to you and your brother. We wouldn't get married until we've dealt with the fanatic.
Akane's face flushes bright red. She hastily hides her face behind the letter and goes back to reading. I'd like nothing more than to get the approval and blessing of our old friends and those of you we met 6 months ago. Eyes wide, Akane glances at Junpei. He avoids her gaze, awkwardly scratching the back of his head. Oh.
It's continued, yeah.
I guess I don't know who's saying this.
Who's saying this?
You know, there's a history where I keep searching for. Oh, this is.
You know, there's a history where I keep searching for you, even after I'm old and craggly. It still exists out there somewhere. And when I think of that,
a sharp pain jolts through Junpei's face. Akane pinching his cheek.
Ow, that hurts. What are you doing?
To prove to you that this isn't a dream, Akane giggles. You still can't believe we're together like this? Junpei shakes his head. You've changed a lot, Junpei. A half a year ago, you were never this honest. It's like, how do I want to describe it?
Like a dream?
Huh? Junpei leans in and quickly pinches Akane. Oh, now you've done it also.
The cat has all of your headphones.
She took them again!
I guess it doesn't matter. There's not audio going on right now.
There you go.
A gift.
Enjoy. Please don't chew through them. She darts forward and goes after Junpei with both hands, setting in a pinch wherever she can, and Junpei does the same. They're having a pinching war.
They're very cute. I'm trying to rescue your headphones. Wait. I got them.
Okay. Yay.
They're free. Okay.
Okay. Here you go. What did I say?
Yes.
Yeah. Once they start laughing, it's very hard to stop, and they keep going until they're out of breath. Oh God.
It's you.
Okay, I guess this is all thanks to Carlos too.
That's why I'm writing that thank you letter.
On Akane's left hand, a ring glitters on her finger. She moved it to the left hand.
That is very sweet.
Aww.
Can Carlos get in on this wedding too?
Yeah, right?
Like, come on.
Come on.
They're all like, whenever I think about you, I think about Carlos and how much he means to me too. It's just like, come on.
Guys, everyone's got two hands. No. Oh my God.
I
Well,
also
it's
do
still
like
good.
that, even though it was in a weird context, I like that Aoi was mentioned there.
Yeah, me too.
Every time they do shout outs to the other characters, I'm just like, thank you for remembering they exist.
And even then there too, like Junpei was like the other 6 people that he wanted to be involved, like, and at the wedding. 6? Is that what he said? I'm assuming he meant like Clover and
I guess because then the one
Lotus.
missing would have been Ace, and he's not invited.
and 7. Of course he would invite 7 to his wedding.
Yeah.
No.
So I think you're right.
Yeah, that's what I think.
All right, Sean, Eric, and Mira.
Oh, you gotta read these. There's 3 of them. Sorry.
This is Eric though. You have to read Eric.
Geez. Hey, Mira, how are you feeling? Are you lonely?
And Mira.
Oh yeah. Come on, Eric. You visited last week.
Eric smiles wryly and reaches out to Mira with his left hand. Mira does the same, and their hands with matching silver rings align on either side of the plexiglass window.
Bullshit! Fuck that bullshit!
I love that what is implied here is that Mira really just did a big shrug and was like, alright, I guess, whatever.
Or she's just like, I don't know.
I mean, she's in jail,
this is funny.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, she doesn't really feel a lot of things, so I don't know. I get maybe just a big shrug and be like, okay. I brought a new guest to see you today.
Eric shifts to the side and a head pops into view.
Hi, Amira. Long time no see.
It's Sean, right?
Yep. I'm happy you remembered.
Behind Mira, the sun is shining through an iron-barred window, lighting up the visitor room.
It's been a long time, Sean. It's good to see you.
The smile that appears on her face is real. Mira no longer needs to plaster on a fake one.
Really?
She does like Sean.
That's true. She did.
Yeah.
She's always
She
liked
always
Sean.
took care of Sean.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like... I mean, she's not incapable of making human connections.
Fair.
She just
Yeah.
doesn't feel in... Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Oh, this is you, I guess.
When I heard you turned yourself in, I was really surprised.
Eric was the one who convinced me. He said I should pay for my sins so we could be together.
So that's why you got married in jail?
Eric ducks his head shyly.
Are you sure you're okay with this?
Mira asks. He looks at her in confusion.
Don't you regret marrying me? I did carve your heart out. Oh, that's fucking...
Don't you regret marrying me? I did carve your heart out.
Don't you regret marrying me? I did carve your heart out in another history. Isn't that what you said, Sean?
Yeah, you did.
Eric looks Mira straight in the eye.
I've already told you this a bunch of times. I forgive you. No matter what happens. Besides, you haven't killed me in this history yet, right? Yet.
Mira's lips twist, Riley. They're super unhealthy, but there's
I
actually
hate
something
it.
about this that cracks me the fuck up. Because they're like, this is a bad time bomb.
It's really bad.
Get Sean out of there, but like,
it
whatever.
sounds like she's gonna be in prison forever, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
But the Heart Rippers
Oh
killed...
no, this is Sean.
Oh.
But the Heart Rippers killed people already. So many.
I don't know who said... Oh, Sean, stop it.
Eric turns angrily to Sean, and Mira's face falls into a frown. But Sean continues speaking. You turned yourself in, Mira, but that doesn't mean you've paid for all the crimes you did. I doubt the family and friends that were left behind would forgive you.
Lay it on her, Sean!
Even if you were put on death row. There's no way you can clear your sins here. I don't think that's where this is going.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, shit.
Mira grits her teeth.
What?
But there is a way to clear them. Well, not what you've already done, technically. You'll have to pay for those your whole life. That will never change, but maybe you can in another universe.
What?
Suddenly, Sean's fist crashes through the plexiglass window.
What?
Mira jumps backwards, and Eric is frozen in shock.
What are you?
Eric can't even finish speaking before Sean moves. Jumping through the broken window, he kicks the outside wall of the visitor room, causing it to crumble and reveal a giant hole. An alarm immediately starts blaring.
Jailbreak?
Yep! Police officers rush into the room, but Sean darts forward and takes them all down in a blink of an eye. He holds his hand out to Mira. Let's go!
Go where?
I know where the transporter is being stored.
Oh my god. Oh, this is you again. Oh, sorry.
No,
wait,
it's Eric.
sorry. You're saying we should change history?
Eric finally stutters. This is weird, Eric. Sean, this is gonna send things way off the mark. Sean nods. To stop young Mira from committing murder. Mira, I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can clear your sins. Mira stares out through the hole in the wall at the horizon extending beyond.
Is that the...
They're gonna fucking go. She's gonna send herself back in time.
What the fuck?
To create another timeline where the snail doesn't stop the woman from running.
Oh my god.
Which then doesn't cause Akane's parents to die and get accused of murder.
No, this is gonna have a different ripple effect, and I don't know if this is the...
We don't know where that's gonna go, Sean.
No, don't do this. Gab letter 2.
Gab letter 2.
Can we jump up to
No,
this?
it's just, yeah.
Oh, damn.
No, that's all of them. We did them. That's all of that post-payoff.
What about Sigma and Phi and, Diana?
That's a great
do
question.
They get nothing? What the hell?
That's a really good question.
What the hell? Do we get nothing for them? Oh, sorry, I'll pet you.
I don't know what to tell you, but they're not here.
This is weird. Do we have to do something else?
One moment.
Okay.
Nope, looks like they don't get any.
Wow.
I guess
it's kind of lame.
Yeah, I guess we can sort of predict what they experience because we've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
Future Sigma comes back. Young Sigma comes back from the future.
Yeah,
Future Sigma pops away.
Goes back to the future, to the shitty future. And I'm assuming that Sigma and Diana get together. That's my guess.
Probably. I'm gonna say probably, unless it's too weird for Diana.
I wouldn't blame Diana for being like, nah, I can't do this.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
But that is the collection of post-payoff sequences. It's weird that the Sean, Eric, and Mira ones don't say post-payoff.
They
gonna
just
be
say
real.
Sean, Eric, and Mira.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering if there were like, there's another one hidden in here somewhere for Free the Soul. Wait.
Yeah, it's just
oh,
it's like all the rest of them.
Information.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't think there is. We're missing 3, but I looked online and it doesn't look like there's a clear one for
Oh
them.
man. Oh well. Well, at least the other ones we got a little something.
Yep.
For them.
And with that, I think we're officially done.
Now we are
with
truly
Zero Time
finished.
Dilemma. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.